Oh my God, I got a mom and a dad. Oh my God. And then he was like, the dad was like, well, do you know who I am? He said, yeah. He said, well, then who am I? He said, I don't know. He said, I'm your dad. Oh my God, you're my dad. Oh my God, you're my dad. And he was like, yeah, you got two sisters. I got two sisters. Where are they? And this tells you how many times I watched and how many times it just warmed my heart, right? And he was like, oh my God, where are they? And the dad was like, they're at work. He said, they're at work? Oh my God, they got two sisters. And the dad was like, you got a dog too, a big dog. He said, you know your dog's name? And he was like, no, what's my dog's like? He's like, what's his name? He said, his name is Bang. He said, like, Batman? Oh my God, oh my God. I have the perfect, best life ever. He said, oh my God, I have the perfect life ever. And it just warmed my heart because as I was watching that, it just was like a moment for me to just sitting there watching him. Like, sometimes we have to get to a point of where we are so out of ourselves to identify how great our life is. Like, sometimes we have to get out of ourselves, out of who we are, out of our day to day, out of all the mess and all of that, and sit back and be like, wow, look how good my life is. This man, he was just excited to know he got a mom and a dad. He was just excited to know he had some siblings and a dog. He didn't. I'm like, the dad didn't sit there and say, "Oh well, you ain't got no job, or you ain't got this, or you ain't got that." He was reminding him of what he had, and he was so excited about what he had that it reminded him how good his life is. We get so caught up in what we don't have, and I think what really hit me yesterday, especially after the conversation. Like, if y'all missed yesterday's conversation for Wisdom or Wednesday, where we went, and I want to say about Pastor Hippis, she named it something different, but I'll always call it Wisdom Word Wednesday because it is a word of wisdom that you can push on. And so we are still digging into her book, When the Rain Falls, the Flowers Bloom, or the flowers bloom yet. When the rain falls, flowers bloom. If you have not went on Amazon to purchase your book, or if you have not reached out to her to purchase your book, I would strongly recommend that you do, because it's not just relationships between a husband and wife or a spouse or anything like that. It's a relationship between people in general that you can say, hey, it gives you that light bulb goes off. And yesterday she was expounding on the forgiveness, yesterday, being in a forgiving space. How do you process a trauma? How do you process a moment? What do you do in that moment? How do you react to that moment? Right? What do you bring to the table is really what I took from that and what I was thinking about yesterday. So then when I seen that gentleman and going through his process, and I'm like, wow, I have come to a point in certain situations like, wow, here I am. I'm 36, almost 37 in a couple months, like not even a couple months, like here, just a couple in a month, really, less than a month. On October 4th, so it's less than a month now. I'm about to be 37. Oh my gosh, I'm not married. I don't have any kids. Like, oh my goodness, I really feel like I should be further along and all these other things. So then when I watched that, and it just the simplest things, I got a mom and a dad. I got some siblings. I got a dog. And he was like, oh my gosh, my life is perfect. I had to sit back and be like, oh my God, my life is perfect. I have a job. I have a whole roof over my head. I have my parents. I have my siblings. I have all these things. I have amazing people in my life. I have God in my life. I have my health. I have my mind. What am I tripping for? What am I tripping for? So it kind of really got me excited just to say thank you to God this morning, because I literally have the best life ever. This is my life, and it is the best life ever. Regardless of all the mess that's going on around. Regardless of the things that I'm like, man, I should be further along than this. But I am right where I am supposed to be right now. Because if I was due to be further than this, I would be there. I am in my right now for the moment because this is where I am supposed to be. This is where I'm supposed to learn. This is where I'm supposed to grow. This is where I'm supposed to have the conversations like we had yesterday. How I'm supposed to continue to be groomed and molded in some areas. I was laughing. I said, wow, man, if some of the ways of how I was growing up out here just trying to figure it out, right? And I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm like, if I was still in those spaces where, oh my gosh, you talking about forgive. Oh, baby, you about to feel my wrath. And my wrath does not come with action. It just comes with silence. I'm going to let you think what you want to think and feel how you feel. And however you think it is, that's on you. And that's how you're about to figure it out. And then you're going to be coming to me, apologize to me. I ain't coming to you apologizing for nothing because I ain't wrong and you the one wrong, and I'm gonna let you sit there and sit in your wrongness, and then you gonna come to me. That's not how it is. That's not how it is. So how can I say I want to be someone's wife, or I'm ready for this next step, or I'm ready to be somebody's mother? How can I even say something simple? How can I say that? How can I say that I am ready for the more and not sit up there and identify like, hey, that's not right, Shalia. You gotta know how to go to people and express yourself. You gotta know how to converse with people in a way that is still kind and gentle, and it's coming from a kind and gentle space. But understand that you still have to know how to communicate. Work on it. Now, am I like that still from my past? No, I've grown a whole lot. But are there still some areas that I'm like, I can improve right there because I'm not fully developed. So I'm thankful for the calls, these morning calls. I'm thankful for everyone's trials and tribulations, and that you're able to speak and say, this is what I went through, and this is how I got through it. I thank you for the transparency of these phone calls and how we are able to come on here. And yes, we may be up, down, or whatever. We still are able to support each other. I feel like this past month, and when I say month, I mean from August 8th to present, it has been a lot of like mourning going on, a lot of loss, major loss within family. And I am just so happy to be in a space with people that are not overlooking the fact that the next person is going through something. And we all just need to step up. That I'm not around people that are saying, oh, okay, well, oops, that person didn't come on the line, so I guess we're not going to do it. No, we're here. We're here because this is what we are called to do. This is where we are called to be in this moment. So I'm thankful that God gave us the breath to be able to, He breathed into us this morning and said, get up and do your assignment. And part of our assignment is to be here, to be encouraged, to be motivated, to share, to love. Even if you don't say nothing but your name is worth more than anything else. It's worth more than your silence. Just by saying your name, it's like, oh, thank you so much. I know that you're okay. That's why we do roll call in the morning. Who's on the line with us? Who's on the line with us? It's not because we want to be nosy. No, we want to know who's with us. Who's standing in agreement with us today? And maybe somebody different tomorrow. Let's expand. Let's keep expanding this thing. Keep sharing these lives. Keep sharing this information. Keep sharing. somebody out there looking for this. So that is what it just was on my heart this morning. That young man yesterday, like I said, he just got me going. I was like, wow. He just got so excited. I got a dad. I got a mom. Oh my God. I got a sibling. I got a sister. Oh my God. Stop. My life is perfect. I said, wow. What a moment of coming out of yourself where you have no control over yourself, for you to identify how perfect your life is, regardless of whatever. And then also, as I just said, that who is speaking into your life? And what are they speaking into your life? Are they speaking positivity into your life? Or are they speaking negativity in your life? And a person walking by you, seeing you doing something negative and not saying nothing at all, is still speaking negativity in your life. Because if they will not correct you, if they will not push you to want to do better, then you are, what they're allowing you to do is be in that moment and make you feel like it's okay when it's not. That is still not speaking life into you. So be mindful of you when you know that you are doing a wrongdoing, and people are just walking by and not saying a word and not doing anything. Be very mindful of that. That is also that's something you got to be very, very mindful of, because they're just sitting back watching you spiral downhill versus saying, "Let me pull you up. Let me encourage you." So that's all I have this morning. That is honestly all I have this morning. I'm excited. I'm excited. It's a Thankful Thursday. We're getting through another amazing day. Another amazing week. I mean, I cannot even believe that we're already saying it's September 8th. It's like, man, wow. Thanksgiving is around the corner. My goodness. But yeah, so that is all I have. If anybody else have anything to, share, please do. I got something I like to say. This is Debbie. Can you hear me okay? Yes. That was phenomenal, Shalia. And this is something I just want to, I'm going to piggyback on a little bit of what you said, but I'm going to put my own spin on it. People don't know how much you care until you show them how much you care. It doesn't have to be, I'm going to give you some money, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that. A kind word can make a difference. A smile can make a difference. Just to know that people know that you care and that love is coming from your heart. Because, as I sit here in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia, I'm not going to tell you I don't miss my home, because I miss being in Illinois. And it's not so necessarily Chicago, that's where I was born and raised. But I miss being in Illinois. I mean, Georgia's great. Don't misunderstand me, but Illinois. But a kind word and being able to relate to all the people that are on this phone, especially, and even in Florida, to relate to people that, because I'm not a stranger to Florida either, but people relating to you, letting you know how they feel, can make a difference to someone. Yesterday was an awesome day, and the testimony and the words that were spoken were great. We have such a strong leadership, and we have such strong people. And as Shalia said, just say hello. You don't have to talk if you don't want to talk. We just like to know that you're out there, because there's a lot of people that be on the line that's listening, but they don't want to participate. Why? I don't know. There's nothing to be said or be afraid of just by saying hello. If you don't want to participate, okay, but say something. At least acknowledge that you are acknowledging us, because believe it or not, all of us are here, and I believe this, from the kindness of our heart. And this is an empowerment call to empower us to get stronger. And as we get stronger, we can help others get stronger. So why not speak up? It's not going to hurt you. Why not do something different than what you were doing before? Don't stay back in the shadows. But as we move forward, know that love is here. There's so much on this line. It's unreal. Wait, I'm sorry. I got to stop a minute. I got a phone call coming in. I apologize. No problem. We do thank you so much, Ms. Debbie, for sharing. Anybody else before? I know Coach Rita said she is on the line, and Dr. K said she's with the family with my dad. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, we rocking and rolling. Coach Rita, you have anything this morning? I am on, you guys. It's all good. Everything is good. As the world moves, you just have to adjust to the movement, if that makes sense. So don't be stuck. Sometimes we beat ourselves up because of, like you were stating, I'm where I'm supposed to be. You are. Because what if God gave you, allowed you to be blessed with $20 million? What would you do with it right now? Probably this time next year, you'll probably be down to $1 million because your mind is not programmed to take care of that type of money right now. So the first thing you're going to be thinking about is, oh, I got to pass this out to all the people that I love. That's not what that means. That's not what that means. So, we are exactly where we need to be, as God prepare us for our next level. God will prepare us for our next level, so He will have to expose some things to us so that we can be ready. Because there's nothing like getting ready and being ready for the next level, to go to the next place. Because everybody can't go with you. And then some people need to go with you. So we got to be able to open up our minds and receive God so we can decipher that. We have to be able to decipher what do we need to do to get to our next level, what do we need to do to be in our next level, and what do we need to do to receive our next level. Because you truly have to be ready. As I'm dealing with a really a severe situation right now, you guys, and as I was talking to my brother, I'm excited. I do get an excitement, whether it's something I don't want to go through, it's something I want to go through, and it's something that I have to go through. I'm just excited about it. Meaning, I could be telling Shalia about this next level, and I'm probably going to explain it in excitement, but she'll probably be looking at me like, are you really ready for that? Are you going to be able to handle yourself? Yeah, I'm just telling you about it. When we get in this room, I'm not going to be this excited. I'm going to be the humble beast that I know I'm supposed to be. And sometimes you have to just be quiet. You don't have to respond to every attack that's on your life. That's not what God wants you to do. Because if He say He will fight our battles, that's what He means. He will fight our battles. You don't have to say a word. And so, as I was explaining to my brother, I said, I'm not going to handle a situation like how I'm explaining it to you. I'm going to handle this situation humbled. I'm just letting you know. Because, one thing about it is, a lot of people say, well, you should have never told, you should have never said that. You should have never said what happened. Why? If you don't want nobody to talk about what happened, then why you do it? Or what you did? Why? Why we got to be quiet if somebody did something? No. I remember last year that person did do that. That's true. Why you say something and not why did you do it? Like, why do that make sense? People have to be quiet on you. You know the old saying that your mama used to say, what goes on in this house stays in this house? well, what's really going on in that house? Why everything got to stay in the house? Why? What are you doing? Are you doing something that you're not supposed to be doing? So I've learned to get up out of that, to come up out of that mentality. I should be able to talk about Shalia, and all I'm saying is great things. When I introduce my friends and when I introduce somebody like Kara, all I got is great things to say. When I talk about Pastor Capitoria, when I talk about my friends, I'm going to always say great things about them. Always. Like Shalia was just saying, that baby was excited. I got a mama. I got a daddy. I got siblings. So everything that you do, you should always lead the next people to be excited about you when they have something to say about you. They should be excited. They may add a little, well, you know, Rita don't play. You know, she don't speak the truth. You know, she's not a liar. She's not gonna lie. Rita, that sounds about right. That's Rita. Because that's how you build character. That's how you build character. And you know, as we're in this time right now, you know, my kids is just like reliving the way that I raised them. And they said, well, you know, you was mean. I said, well, don't say mean. I was strict. I was a strict parent, you guys. And there was reasons behind that. I had to be a strict parent. I was a teenage mom. Okay. I didn't finish high school the time that I was supposed to finish, so I had to go back and get my high school diploma because I was just determined to do that. And instead of going away to college, because I was a teenage mom, I chose to go to cosmetology school and do that, right? So I said, well, when I started having my kids, as you know, I'm raising them. I said, well, I'll do it different. I'm gonna raise them in church. I'm gonna make sure we participate in all the church activities. I'm not letting you spend the night at friends' houses. Okay, I'm not gonna have an in and out house. I'm not going to have kids that's going to be like, oh, I'll be back. I'm going outside at 14, 15, 16. I'm not going to have that type of household. I'm not raising those type of children. So I had to explain, as I'm explaining to people now, stop saying that I was mean. I wasn't mean. I made sure I cooked food. I was talking to one of the ladies from my church, and we were just talking. She said, girl, you got one of the only parents that I know. They used to cook your kids home cooked meals. They weren't eating McDonald's every day like this new generation is doing. This new generation is feeding them restaurant food every day, all day. You know, so you got cooked meals. Y'all was clean as a whistle. You got every little name brand that came out. It was updated on all of that. Y'all was smart. I made sure y'all did y'all homework. I participated with your school. I did the teachers. You know, some parents don't know who their kids' teachers are. And it's simply because they are not in tune. These are the things that's important. You know, I went to go help a girl out one time, and she asked me, can I help take her kid back and forth to school, pick them up, drop them off, and all of that. And I had the time to do it, so I said, yes, this was about 3 or 4 years ago. And so her kid was obviously up all night, not getting sleep, not getting rest. So when he gets to school, you guys, it wasn't that he was a bad, malicious kid. That wasn't the case, but he was sleeping in class. He couldn't stay up and stay focused. And so one particular time when I went to pick this kid up, the teacher said, hey, how you doing? This is like almost like half of the school year. We're in the middle of the school year. And she walked up to me because she seen me with him. She's like, hey, how you doing? Are you mom? I said, no, I'm not mom. She said, okay, well, Christian is one of my students. And I just want to inform you that he always sleeps in my class. He's always sleeping. And I'm just like, okay, well, I'll tell mom that. I'll tell mom. And at that particular time, mom was, y'all know, you partying all day and night. You got to make sure this kid is in bed at a proper time and leave. Because I party, so I'm not trying to throw shade or ridicule her or anything like that, because I was a party girl too. But I made sure my house was in order before I did that. If I party throughout the week, you better know my house is in order. I gotta cook. I gotta make sure these kids clean up, do their chores. I gotta make sure they do their homework. I gotta make sure they take a bath. I gotta make sure their clothes are set out the next day. I gotta make sure they have put their pajamas on. They are in the bed. Everything is good. My house is quiet. I ran a quiet house. People just could not believe. Like, when they come to my house, they like, girl, you got all this glass in your house with 4 kids? I'm like, why do you say that? Man, because it's just like, kids be running all the, no. You train these kids the way that they are supposed to be. It should not matter what type of furniture you buy or what you purchase. You teach people to take care. You take care of yourself, and if they see you doing it, then you teach them how to do it, and they'll always do it as well. I still have furniture from when my kids was 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. And if you look at the furniture, you would not believe that this stuff is this old. Right? But, like I said, I told my kids well. Like, I taught them how to do this. I taught them how to do that. And, you can never please everybody. You can't please everybody. My kids still hold resentment and anger towards me because they felt like, oh, you could have been a little bit more lenient. No, that was on my time. I was on God's time. I had an assignment to do for God. So don't tell me I could have been a little bit more lenient, because, we grow up in a world where people just don't think. And I'm not going to say that every kid is evil, but I didn't have time for you all to be over here and they can put something over here in your drink and your food punch, and they dropping eye drops in your pop and all of this stuff, and you turned your head, you got to get the trust up. Now you're triggered, something to trigger your mind, and now you can't function in society no more. Meanwhile, I have a niece that's about 25 years old, and she went to Miami a couple weeks ago, and just as she was saying, I'm going to Miami, Auntie Sharita. I want you to make my waist piece and da-da-da. I'm like, okay, cool. But just as I knew the day before she was going to Miami, I sent her a quick text message. I said, hey, niece, I love you. Be careful, be safe, watch your surroundings. Don't leave your drink sitting there. If you walk away from a drink, don't drink it. Don't trust people that you're with. Don't trust everybody. Because we live in a world today where people are getting in these groups, especially young girls, and they're giving stuff to people. Everybody's not your friend. So when you do have those friends that you know you can trust hands down, yeah, okay, you have those friends, but everybody in your circle, not your friend. I'm sorry to say that. Everybody that's in your family is not good family members. But you're going to know the ones, because God is going to show you. No, I don't need this person to go with you and stay along this journey with you. You love them. You love everybody. But you got to love some people from over there. From over there. Don't be afraid to unattach yourself to people. Don't be afraid to let some people go. Everybody's not good for your company. So just make sure you're in the company of good energy people who you know you can trust. If you blindfold me, I expect you to take me to a place that's safe. If you're going to give me a surprise with blindfolds on, take me to a place that's safe. Make sure you're the friend that's being the trusted friend. Make sure you are a trusted friend. People need that. God needs that. See, a lot of times, people, we don't understand that we are all on assignment for God. And when you do see people get out of order and do things out of order, they're just not in their assignment right now. They're not following God's instructions and being in their assignment right now. They're not following and doing the assignment that God will have them to do. Because we were all here to do a purpose. We're all here to fulfill our purpose of why we're here on life. So what is your assignment? What is your assignment? Your assignment is not to be rude, mean, and negative and gossip and keep up stuff and keep drama going. That's not your assignment. God didn't give nobody that assignment. So when you're not in your assignment, because you're going to find those type of people, you just have to pray for them, love them from a distance, and stay focused on what you're supposed to be doing. And just remember that love is the key. Love is the key to everything. You love people, and you can love people up close. You can love people far away. You just love people anyway. And I never could understand when people would say that, and now I do. I love you, but I gotta love you from over there, my dear, my sir, Mr. Sir. Right? It's so crazy because some of the things that I go through, like I go through my exes trying to rekindle and get back with me. No, and I don't hate you, but we not about to. No. I'm not gonna go backwards. I'm not gonna go back and try something again that could have worked, but you didn't see it. And then when you realize that you done walked away and you done tried out this and tried out that one and tried out that one, and now you see, well, dang, she ain't work. She ain't work. Well, I'm gonna try to go back to Rita. But one thing, Rita makes all the ducks in a row. I took advantage of that. No. But it's a relationship, friendship. No, we were best friends, and we had to fall out because you did some things that I did not like, and you weren't supposed to do. Ain't no best friend. We ain't gonna be best friends. Family is something we can't get back. So hey, if it's a family member, yeah, you still my family member. I love you, but no, we ain't gonna be tight. We're not gonna be close. No. So appreciate the people while they're here. Treat people well, because when God gives you these friendships, they can actually last a lifetime. I've been best friends with my best friend for 23 years, 24 years or so. 24 years. 24 years. That's a long time to be friends with somebody. But I've been able to trust her with everything. Things that I say to her, secrets that I tell her to keep. Nobody knows, I can trust her with anything. She scratch my back, I scratch her back. She run businesses, I run businesses. I support her, she support me. She don't even wear my waist beads, but she go and buy me some. That's support. She tell me when they have a sale, that's support. She tell her friends and her family about it, that's support. So those are the people that I want in my life. People that's going to make me smile, and people that's going to make me laugh, and people that's going to welcome me and be for real. Welcome people for real. Those are the kind of people. I don't waste my time with having to be around people just to pretend. Let me go and pretend like I'm getting along with them. Y'all already know we don't get along, but I'm pretend. Well, why are you going? Don't you not have anything else better to do? You don't have anything else better to do? When I'm busy for the day and I'm on the phone and I'm making all these calls and I get another call and people just want to socialize and they see that I'm busy, they hang up. Yeah, just hang up because I'm busy. I'm booked and busy. I don't have time to stop for stuff that does not amount to a hill of things. I don't have the energy to stop for that. I can't address stuff that, first of all, that has nothing to do with me, even if it did. I can't address stupidity. I want to make time out for stuff that have purpose to it. If I call your phone, it's going to be with a purpose. I don't need to call your phone and sit on the phone and tell you what happened over here, this and that, and tell you this and that. And I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to do that. I want to inform you about things that matter, things that's important, things that would affect us, things that would help us. Is this going to help me? Because here it is. Here it is. Take this for, I take this for granted. We all have problems. Problems are going to come. But what's the solution? How are we going to fix it? So now let's find ways to fix it. I have problems. I do. But if I'm going to call 15 people and just mope about my problems, and all I'm doing is just talking about these problems, and I'm moping about my problems, and I haven't gotten up and tried to figure out ways to fix it, why am I wasting time to call 15 people to talk about my problem? I should be trying to fix this problem. And that same problem that I have, I need to not do that no more. Make sure you don't make that same mistake again. Make sure you don't put yourself in that position again to have that problem. Don't do the same thing twice. Don't make the same mistake twice. I've made plenty of mistakes. I'm dealing with some mistakes now, but I won't make the same mistake again. I'll never do that again. You know, that's y'all know that saying, I'll never do that again. I tried that. But even if I see somebody else that's going to make the same mistake as me, no, don't do that. That's not going to work out. I did that. That did not work out. It's okay to do that. It's okay to tell me, it's okay for me to tell a 16-year-old girl, no, that ain't what you want to do. You don't want to be sitting up here falling in love with this boy because you're going to wind up pregnant. You ain't going to finish school. You know, this is going to mess your life up. I can say that. Because although I made it through, who's to say she will make it through? But why take that chance? Listen, baby, you don't want to do that. I remember after I had my set of twins, my grandmother said, well, you got these babies. I'm sorry, I had my oldest son, so I had 3 kids, right? She said, well, you got these babies, but don't have no more. She said, because you're probably going to meet a man that's going to want to spend the rest of his life with you, and he's going to want to have children by you. And that just really made sense. Think about that. You got to be careful who you think you're about to start a family with. You got to be careful. You got to learn people. You got to go see what their family history is about. You got to learn. You got to just see. Let me see what type of background. That's why it's important to go meet people's family when you're dating, especially when you're dating and call yourself going to be in a relationship. About I need to meet your family. I need to meet your family. I'll never forget. I got married. When I got married, my ex-husband mom told me, Rita, I really wish you would have waited before you married my son so you could see what type of man he truly is. And I'm just like, oh, wow. Like, wow. He said it just like that. And so I thought I was seeing what type of man he truly was, but I didn't see that. Because, you know, people pretend very well. They pretend well. And I must say, he was a representative out. All while we were dating and courting each other and all of that. We didn't wait and get engaged and then see how it worked. We went straight to get married. He said, we're going to get married. We're not going to really tell nobody. We're not going to tell nobody. And then we'll have a wedding later. That never happened. Oh, well, we weren't going to tell nobody because people would have knew, oh, no, you better wait before you marry him. We knew that it was going to be a chance that if people thought that we were engaged, that they probably were going to say stuff like that. So now it all makes sense. So listen, it is important to, I want to meet your mom. I want to meet your father. Did you and your dad have fist fights when y'all was growing up, when they were raising you? Did you disrespect your mama? Was you screaming and hollering at your parents? That matters to me. That matters to me. Of course, I know your parents did things to make you mad, and you probably did things to make your parent mad. Even to this day, my grandmother do things to make me mad, and I just like, hey, you gonna have to calm that down. I ain't screaming and hollering and abusing and neglecting her. Hey, calm down. What's going on? I want you to be careful with the things that you're saying. What are you doing? Calm down. Yes, because there's a way you're supposed to deal with people and handle people. I've seen people get frustrated and handle their own parents with rage. So those are the things that you got to look out for, because remember, you're about to be in a committed relationship with this person, or even in a friendship. Let me see what you teach your family. Let me see what's going on. I don't want to hear you dog walking and dogging your family out. And every time you look up, you never have nothing nice to say. I want to know. I want to know. I truly want to know. I'm in my I want to know stage right now, you all. And I think it's a really good stage to be in. I want to know because you know why? You're the person that I'm going to invest in. You're the person that I'm about to invest in time in, and I'm about to be around, whether it's a friendship or relationship or whatever the case may be. Even coworkers. I don't want to. You don't want to hang with a coworker that's always finding ways to get people in trouble and get people fired and stuff like that. Like, mind your business. Because all they're gonna do is think that, hey, well, you know what? Now she got somebody running with her, right? So that's why it's important. God, teach me how to treat your people today. God, train my mind to receive people well. Give me the words to say to people. Help me to deal with people well. Help me to deal with people well. Teach me. We need to be taught everything. Every day is a new teaching. Every day we can get it right on Wednesday, and then today is Thursday, and we get it wrong. So you have to ask that before you even hit the street. God, give me the words to say to your people. Help me to deal with your people. I work for a call center, you all, and I was on the phone on my earphones with my really good friend. He's like, man, how do you do that? Like, all they do is hang up. They hang it up and they hang it up. And they deal with people that don't answer, call them right back. I don't deal with it. I don't even receive the people that hang up in my face. I don't receive that. Like, I just keep it moving. I don't dwell on that. They hang up. People have a right to hang up if they don't want to talk. Like, people have a right to not answer their phone if they don't want to answer. They look and they see that it's a number that they don't know calling. They can hang up. I mean, they don't have to answer, and they can hang up on you. I don't want to deal with this. Hey, I don't have time for this. Hey, I'm at work or whatever. They don't bother me. I'm not gonna entertain every person that I call. I'm looking for the people that I can lock in with and engage with. I'm trying to get an engagement. So if I can lock in with you and I can engage with you, hey, we can have small talk as I'm doing this engagement. But those are the people that I'm looking for. I'm weaving them out. So I say this, and I'm going to end this call. Lock in with people that you can engage with. Lock in with people that you can get the engagement with. Those are the people that you're looking for. I mean, we're in a world with 1 billion people. You can't be 1 billion people friend. You can't trust 1 billion people. So let's lock in with the people who we can actually engage with and get that engagement with. Let's go get the engagement, you all. Today is Thankful Thursday. I am thankful to be alive. I am thankful for these calls. I'm just thankful. I'm thankful. I'm thankful for where I am in life. I'm thankful for where I'm going. I'm thankful for where I've come from. I'm thankful for where I've been, whether it was good or bad, rocky, smooth. I'm thankful because if it wasn't for this, then I wouldn't have that. If it wasn't for that, then I wouldn't have this. I wouldn't know this if I didn't go through that. I wouldn't know how to deal with that if I didn't experience this. So I'm just thankful. It's Thankful Thursday, you guys. If somebody can come on, because I am running behind, I have to go back on mute and give us the affirmations. That would be grateful. I would be so grateful for you. I just want to say thank you for all the love. That's all I want to say. Yes, ma'am. Yes, me too. I'm thankful for love. Okay, I'll pull it up. Give me a second. Thank you. Well, thank you both, Shalia and Rita. Dr. Kara, Dr. Kara's dealing with her father. So it's so wonderful. We praying for your dad and anybody else that's got issues or things that they're dealing with in health areas. And we're just praying that everybody is just enjoying the time you have, really. Enjoy the moments. Every moment counts. And so you gotta, tell yourself that, hey, I love what Shalia led with this morning. I'm still looking for the affirmations while I'm talking. I love what Shalia led with this morning. She said, the young man said, I got a dad, I got a mom, I got sisters, I have a dog. Oh my God. Appreciate what you have because you just don't know when it's not going to be there anymore. So enjoy every moment with your family. Make it count. I could think of so many times my husband and I were in the car and we were just, so focused on what we were doing and what we were getting ready to do, where we were headed, that we missed out on valuable conversations. So do you know your family's, favorite color? Do you know their favorite food? Do you know their favorite dessert? Do you know their dream place, where they want to go? Do you know the dream vacation, the dream location to live in? Do you know your grandchildren's aspirations? So take time to ask some questions because questions help you to build rapport, build relationship, and get closer to people. So whenever you're in a position to just ask questions, it's one of the things that I did, and I have them pulled up. It's one of the things that I did when I did couples marriage retreats. I always gave them homework. And I gave them homework, which were questions that they asked each other. Questions that you most likely don't know the answer to. What was the best time in one of your family members' lives? What was the worst time or the time that they felt they needed to improve upon? What are their fears? Do you know any of that? The young man was appreciative. He got a mom. He got a dad. He got a sisters, brothers or sisters, and wow, those things are pretty important. So learn about your family is what I'm saying. Learn what your family loves. What was it like when your parent grew up? If they're still with you, if not, you might be able to ask those questions to some other people that are around. But learn about your family. And as Rita said, she got people in her life that are around, and she knows she can go to. And they don't always financially support what she's doing, but she knows who's in her corner. Do you know who's in your corner? Ask your friends who are in your corner. Hey, what do you know about your friends? Can I give that assignment? Learn something new about your friend by tomorrow. Ask your friend questions and find out what is going on. Do you know your friend's favorite color? Do you know your friend's dream place to live? Do you know? Miss Debbie said, I miss home. I want to come back to Illinois. Well, guess who knew that? Me. Is that my friend? Okay. Shalia said she went to Ohio. She grew up in Ohio. Did you know that? But she doesn't live in Ohio. But she went back to Ohio for a family reunion. Did you know that? She don't want to go back to Ohio. That's not in her purview. But Shalia, I don't know where you want to go, so I'm interested in that. Here's the affirmation. Do you know Dr. Kara and Dr. Kara, Lady Dr. Kara and Sir Dr. Dentley? They have horses. Got a white horse and a black horse. I don't know the name. They were choosing names at one point. Did you know that? Yeah, come on. Find out what your friends and your family love, what they aspire to do. Get close. Dr. Kara Scott Dentley wrote these affirmations, and affirmation is here to say to you, hey, I want to make sure that my life is better. And so Shad Helmstead wrote the book that we went through previously. What do you say when you talk to yourself? And so affirmations are a way to talk to yourself. So don't just say them, embody them. And she woke up in the wee hours of the morning and wrote them. If you want a copy, let us know. We'll get them to you. I am wonderfully and beautifully made. I am a builder. I accomplish everything I set out to accomplish. I am a winner. I set high goals, high standards. I am more than a conqueror. I am a creator. I'm made in the likeness and in the image of God, and God creates. Therefore, I create. I am what God says I am. I'm a child of God. No weapons formed against me shall prosper. I am sent by God. I will accomplish all that God has for me. I want what God wants for me. I will consult God with every decision for my life. I will keep company with the wise. I will have wise conversations. I am healthy. I have more than enough to cover my wants. God is my source. He will continue to supply all my needs according to his riches and glory, and I shall receive according to my faith. So in those areas I need it most, help me to increase my faith. My mind, body, and spirit are miracles from God. I do not take them for granted. God, I thank you for everything, all of the lessons and all of the blessings. My faith is strong. My faith does not waver. My hope is in the will and the word of God. That is my foundation. I have peace that transcends all understanding. I know that God is faithful and his word is true in my life. I am forgiven. Therefore, I forgive others. I am enough and you are enough. And together, we will continue to go out in the world and make a difference. Dr. Kara Scott Dentley. Thank you all so much for joining us today. Join us right back here tomorrow, 8 a.m. For Free Your Mind Friday, where most times the awesome Mr. Mindset, Lavelle Faulkner, will be the one who will spearhead the call. Join us tomorrow, 8 a.m. and 302-202-1110. The PIN is 713-799. Thank you all so much. Somebody's trying to say something? We're here Tuesday through Friday, 8 a.m. Join us Tuesday through Friday, 8 a.m. God bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. May the Lord God lift up his countenance upon you and grant you his peace. Why do I close with that? That is the only prayer in the Bible that God himself instructed. It was Moses to pray over the children of Israel. So that's a good prayer to learn. God bless everybody. Have a wonderful day. Love you guys. Bye. Love you guys. Take care. Have a safe day. Be thankful today. And give somebody a wise conversation today. Give them a smile. Don't give them a hug. I think he's feeling COVID, but You guys take care, be careful, be safe, watch your surroundings, and we'll be back on tomorrow.